and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Lumintop. This is the Tool AA version 2.0 Nichia version. This is the everyday carry flashlight. As you can see, you can pick this up for $21.99 at Amazon. I'll have links below if you're interested. I've been waiting for this light for quite a while. It was out of stock for many years. They finally brought it back. Pretty excited about it. I have the cool white version, but I always wanted the Nichia version, and they finally made it available. So here's the box it comes in. Only difference here is it's marked Nichia instead of Cree. So there you go. Pretty basic. Took everything out. I'll show you what you get. So in the box, you get the star of the show. There you go. Tool AA 2.0 with the Nichia LED. If you look at the cool white, you can definitely see there's a difference. Cool white in my left hand, Nichia in my right hand. You can see there's a little different color on the top of the LED dome. Nice. All right. And of course, when I demo it, you'll see a big difference. In the box, we get a glow-in-the-dark diffuser. We get some O-rings. We get a carry lanyard. Nice. Heavy duty for a little flashlight like that. And then we get a manual with some stated specs for the cool white version, not the Nichia 219 CT LED. So I printed something else out that I found on the web that's going to help us out. So ignore those technical parameters, but look at the usage on how to turn it on and off, and what type of batteries it can use. It can use an alkaline nickel metal hydride, 14500s, and your Energizer disposable lithium batteries. So nice, it can use any type of AA battery. Loving it. And of course, got a 5-year warranty. So that's that for that manual, and we'll put that aside. We'll bring in this little chart that I printed up. So this is for the Lumintop Everyday Carry AA version flashlight. They have that one of those using the same LED. And I thought this was perfect because some of the findings, this 500 lumens, was the same as what I found on forums. People were testing with their testers. So I believe these outputs are pretty similar to what you're going to expect to get. So as you can see with the 3 different battery types, they got the 14500, alkaline nickel metal hydride. As you can see, there's turbo, high, medium, low settings. And then runtime down below there for the corresponding battery type. Get that all in frame, try to get that straight, get an idea. Okay. And then, yeah, there's the LED it's using. As you can see, I had to make a change here. They put the 17 hours for the high mode. Yeah, that's 2 hours, approximately, with the alkaline battery. Beam distance might be a little different. I think the manual, let's see what they said here on the cool white version, 127 meters. Okay, so that's probably accurate. 104 meters. Beautiful. And the beam intensity, I had to add a 0. They dropped the 0 by mistake. And, of course, water rating is the same. Cool. So I thought I'd show it to you in case I forget to mention it. That's awesome. They have those stats. So let's go ahead and move this out of here. And let's go over dimensions of this light. So I'm going to bring this up close and personal here. Little guy. I love the size right away. I'm a real fan of the Tool series because they are compact, easy to carry, and well made. And a lot of cool things. It can even tail stand. I set this a certain way on my table. My table's a little off center. But it does tail stand, which is great. Liking that. But a good size, good carry size. So dimensions. We are 3.5 inches in length, or 89 millimeters. We have a head diameter of 19 millimeters, or 3/4 inches. Beautiful. Let's do a size comparison. I always like this part. Bring this up. And we have some competition. We got the Ace Beam Pokelit AA in orange. I love orange. It's awesome. If Lumintop made an orange one, I'd be all over it. Here is a AAA battery. Here is a AA battery. And here is the Olight i5T, just to show you. They don't tail stand. As you can see, they got exposed tail switches, while the Lumintop does not. Very nice. It gives you an idea for size. Let's bring that up kind of where they would be. These are a little taller flashlights. A little thicker, too, as you notice. Definitely more compact. I can have the compactness. All right. Cool. So bring that out of the way. All right. And, of course, we have a deck of cards here. Give you an idea. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Lumintop torches in each hand. He's lighting the way, man. There you go. Maybe he does use Lumintop torches in his hands for his beams. Who knows? You never know. All right. So there you go. Let's go ahead and zoom it in. Again, let's go over features of the 2.0 Nichia version. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. Loving this. Okay, so the front glass is coated with an anti-reflective coating. As you can see, it's got a purple hue to it there. We have a smooth reflector. And of course, our LED down the bottom is Nichia 219 CT. It's in neutral white. Now, in their listing, they advertise it as 5000 K color temperature, 5000 Kelvin, but I believe it's around 4000 to 4500. Just because I compared it to my 5000 color temperature ace beam, and this is a bit warmer than this light. So if you're wondering, I believe this is a little warmer, a little bit more yellow tone to it than the whiter ace beam. So if you're wondering, you like a little warmer LED, this one might be for you. The CRI index is a 93, so color rendering is really nice on this flashlight. So that's why it's a favorite of mine. The body is your typical aircraft grade aluminum alloy with a Type 3 hard anodized finish, and it's got some real heavy knurling compared to my original tool. As you can see, it's got a deeper texture to it, which I kind of like. A bit more grip to it. The same kind of diamond pattern, just a little deeper cut. Nice. Hopefully that's the same on the newer flashlights. They might have changed it up, tooling wise. Yeah, so our belt clip and hat clip can be reversible, so you can put it here or put it on this section of the light. See, it's got two sections there, there or there. So you can flip it around. As you notice, it's got two lanyard hook points as well. The reason why the belt clip has two lanyard hook points, because if you notice on the back of the light, it also has two hook points. Why would you have all these hook points? Is if you use the magnetic base, optional. I think you can buy the mag base, I think for $8 or $9. You unscrew this, you put the mag base on. It does not have hook points, and so you use these instead for your lanyard. That's why they did that. Awesome. Back here we have a tail standing ability with this protected tail switch. I do like that. These ace beam and O lights are unprotected, as you can see there, which can turn on in your pocket. This will not. Well, it could, but it's a little harder to. And yeah, go ahead and open this up. Now for this video, I'm using nickel metal hydrides, end loops. I recommend the end loops. They work really well. I had an issue with using a higher capacity EBLs. I believe it's higher resistance. These might be getting old, I'm not sure. They wouldn't go to turbo, but the regular end loop would go to turbo. So the stats I give you were tested with an end loop Pro, just to let you know, and I believe those are like 2850 milliamp hour, and I believe these are around 1900 or 2000 to give you an idea. Milliamp hour rated. So you can figure that out for yourself. Before I put that back on, I want to show you some cool feature. Now, when this is on with the nickel metal hydride or alkaline, nothing special happens. But this light does something interesting when you put a 14500 in it, which it's capable of using, as I showed you. We'll use the Ace Beam's battery. It's pretty cool. It has a little Type-C jack. That's the cool thing about the Ace Beam is it comes with a battery for around the same price as this light. So it just depends on what you prefer. This is definitely a lighter build, smaller, thinner. So once you put that 14500 in, the tail light lights up. So you get a flashlight finder. There's no way to turn that off. When the flashlight's off, that is always on. They say that's a low parasitic drain, and it lasts about a month with the installed battery. So just giving you an idea. Since this flashlight did not come with a 14500, I'll be testing it with the end loop that most people will probably be using because they are tired of alkalines leaking in their flashlights. And I don't blame them either, because all my flashlights have rechargeables or lithiums in them. So there we are. Okay, so yeah, as you see, the light is off now using a standard battery. Okay, so there's a couple ways to turn this on and off. You have the front switch. Once you engage the tail or have the magnetic base on, you can use the front to cycle the modes. Just little turns. So if you go 6 turns fairly quick like I just did, the strobe is activated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, strobe. Same with the tail. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, so let me go ahead and zoom this up so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so very simple. I love a tail switch on a flashlight. So with the tail, there is no momentary. That is with the ace beam. The ace beam does have momentary, which is nice. You can light it up and you can change the modes, which is nice with the ace beam. You don't have to click it. That's just a handy feature. And I believe the Olight, I can't remember, I think it's the same. Yeah, Olight's the same, but it only has 2 modes. So those are bonuses for those lights. This light you have to click the thing on, unless you're using the front. You have to make the click sound, but that's fine. So while it's on, you can do half presses to cycle from low, medium, high, turbo. And if you do it quickly enough, the strobe will engage 6 times. So if you do it quickly 6 times, you'll have your strobe. There you go. And the strobe, I believe, is around 90 lumens, to give you an idea. Awesome. So, yeah, it's a IP68 waterproof, 2 meters, 30 minutes, 1.5 meter drop resistance. Yeah. Don't want to drop it. I don't like dropping my flashlights. It will dent it. It will mar the finish. Just letting you know, I have dropped one of these before, and it does do that. So I showed you pretty much how it works. It has mode memory, so it does remember low, medium, high, or turbo, wherever you left it last. It just doesn't remember the strobe mode, of course. Strobe is always hidden, where you have to hit it 6 times before it engages. So, and of course, we knew about the price of this, and we can run it with the 14500 cell. So let's go to the garage, where I took some pictures, then we'll come back, and we'll compare it with the Ace Beam and the Olight here, and we'll see what they look like together. And I'll maybe even bring in the cool white version. There you go. So let's hit the garage. Here I am, 15 feet away from the garage door. I'm using a nickel metal hydride battery, the Eneloop. We're on turbo. It's 165 lumens approximately. We're runtime about 45 minutes. And expect a throw of 104 meters when the 14500 battery is installed. Next, we're on high. Same battery use. I'm using the Eneloop nickel metal hydride. This is 110 lumens. Expect a runtime of 1 3/4 hours. This is a good brightness setting. I don't see many people going to turbo because between turbo and high, it was pretty negligible. There's a slight difference, but not enough to warrant the reduced time of turbo. I would just recommend using high. Now we're on medium. This is the mode most people will use. 18 lumens. Expect a runtime of 14.5 hours. And our last picture, nice and dim here. The flashlight's on low. The printed sheet said 1.5 lumens. I would say it's pretty close to that. And they expect a runtime of 150 hours using a nickel metal hydride battery. Beautiful. All right, let's go back to the table. Awesome. So let's give these a try. So I want to show you first the difference in color temperatures. These 2 flashlights. Now you can get the original cool white for $20, $2 less than the Nichia version. You get everything else in the box the same. I just want to tell you that right off the bat. And let's go ahead and turn these on. Okay, we're in the second mode, so 18 lumens. Same with this one. There we are. So yeah, both are running Eneloops. And then we'll see the difference in color. Let me go ahead and turn my lights off. And then we'll bring in the Ace Beam and then the Olight. And we'll do some final thoughts. So, color temperature. Okay, right. You can see right away. Right hand is Nichia. Left hand is the cool white version. And they really show up the big distinct difference. So bringing in the nice Nichia, bringing in the Nichia Cree version. What a difference. Nice color rendering, washing out colors, rich colors. So yeah, just a nice, the Nichia is just a nicer light to have. I'd recommend it, especially on a smaller everyday carry light. You don't need to have a light that washes out because you don't need high intensities. Cool white's usually used for high intensities or more projection of the beam. But some people do prefer the blue-white. I am more of a fan of the warm. Nicer. Okay, cool. So let's go to the Ace Beam. It's got some weird modes when it's got a AA in there. When you're not using the 14500, it's got a, I believe, a high mode. Got to bring this up here so I can read what we got in the paper. Of 230 lumens. And it kind of ratchets down pretty quick. After like 35 seconds, it starts going down in different modes. It goes all the way down to 50 lumens for like 19 minutes. But each stage, it has like a 15-minute stage on one, 10-minute stage on the other. So it does okay. It's kind of a weird way how it handles it. but it's medium is like 80 lumens, and it has a half lumen, so it's not much spread in between. The modes aren't as friendly. So let's go ahead and turn this on. It goes right to high. There's this really low half lumen rating. This is 80. So bring them in. Just give you an idea. Now in person, of course, I'm going to let's boost this one up a little bit. There we go. Bringing them in. The Nichia here is warmer than the Ace Beam. I could show it to you. The Ace Beam definitely is advertised as 5,000, while the Nichia says 5,000 as well. But as you can tell, if you could just slightly pick that up, I am seeing more white with the Ace Beam in my left hand here. Now the Ace Beam in green always is $19.99 and includes this 14500 battery as well. So you're getting quite the deal with the Ace Beam. I'll put the review of the Ace Beam up in the iCard section if you want to check it out. It's one of my favorites. It's the one I carry the most, but I might be changing over to this Nichia version for sure. Now we have the Olight i5T. This one only uses alkalines or nickel metal hydride, does not use 14500, but it's kind of powerful. So we got a low setting, and then we have a high setting. Just two modes. It's pretty interesting. It only has the two. It's like low or high. So I think a low is like 15 lumen or something. So let me turn mine down here. There we go. Let's bring them in. Definitely more cool white to it. Kind of got a yellowish appearance. Cool white with a little yellow. You can see that. Bring them in. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I do like the Nichia much better. And this is a $30 light too, by the way. This feels more substantial in your hand. It's definitely a heavier light. So there they are together. Now, of course, the Nichia by itself will aim it at the ceiling. I shouldn't be able to pick a whole ton. I think it's on turbo. Oh, there's turbo. Okay, so we have the 165 lumens. And we're down to the low setting, 1.5. Back up to the ceiling. We're on medium, 18, 110, 165. So it gives you an idea. Now, RFI, people wonder, since my channel is all about radios, if they turn on the radio, what can they expect? Well, there's RFI in this flashlight. Let's go ahead and tune it up.
Boston was just in the finals last year, and they was the top 2 teams defensively. They have to get back to their culture, and they have to get back to their identity. In some kind of way, Joe Mazzulla has to find a way to gain that locker room and get those guys' attention on the defensive side of things.
Jason Tatum had 39 points in the loss, 26 of them in the first half. Most in a playoff and a first half by a Celtics player since Ray Allen in 2010.
So there you go. As you can see, hey, wow, cool, glow in the dark. Oh, you can't see it on the camera. I'm going to engage it. My little lantern mode. That's cool. But as you could tell, it was very low RFI. It'd be like next to the antenna.
Nikola Jokic, 39 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists.
There you go. Cool. Yeah, this is neat. And it's glow in the dark. Yeah, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and turn the lights back on. Do final thoughts on the Nichia Tool AA 2.0. Awesome. All right. Yeah. And these go well with the Skywave here I just showed you. I mean, this pairs nicely. You know why, right? Because they use the same battery type. Yeah. You got your Tool AA, uses any type of AA battery, and so does your Skywave. Well, your Skywave only uses rechargeables or alkalines. It doesn't like lithiums. It says not to use them in there. Just letting you know. But also, same with your CC Pocket. Okay, that uses AA's, and of course, CC Skywave single sideband. Of course, everybody wants single sideband. Does it have single sideband? I hear that all the time. But yeah, just a nice little thing. Since I am a radio channel, you can use your shortwave radio with the AA's along with your flashlight. Nice. So there it is. There's all that. So go ahead and zoom it back down. So final verdict on the Lumintop AA 2.0 Nichia. Does it get a recommended buy at $21.95? I would say yes. The main reason being, well, a couple main reasons. A couple is I like the captured tail switch there. where it's protected in the tail stands. That's really nice. Just cool. I like how it's more compact and it's lightweight. It's 23 grams without the battery. I forgot to mention that. So it's definitely lighter weight than the other two, which is nice in the pocket. I mean, you don't feel it. You don't know it's there. And that's what you want on a backup, especially. Say if you're carrying a main 18650 and you want a backup, which I do, this is nice to have. But the value proposition is the Ace Beam, where it comes with a rechargeable battery already. So you get a Type-C rechargeable 14500 cell along with the flashlight. Like I said, the green one's always on sale between $16.95. Just recently, though, this light was around $20, and I posted that deal. So you could have got the orange one for $20, less than this. So I just like the modes better on the Lumintop. That's just me personally. I'm a fan of the Ace Beam, and I really like it. I feel it's going to probably last longer because it is thicker. Its build quality is heavier duty. You can see it's got the lens protector. Looks like it's got more material around the lens there. Lumintop does a pretty good job too as well if you hold them together. But giving you the idea, I just think this will last longer. It just has that more premium feel to it. But as far as everyday use, this is probably going to get the most use because it has the modes used often. So this gets my vote. Definitely recommended, 100%. Even over this one and the i5T. Whoops, that's not the i5T. There you go. Because this is a premium light with only 2 modes. You can't use the 14500. Yeah, I will definitely go Nichia Lumintop probably for most tasks. It's just the way to go. Easy, simple, and very versatile. So there it is. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you like Lumitops and you want to see more, make sure to hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews. And 3, comment below what you think about the Lumitop Tool 2.0 Nichia compared to its brother, the cool white version. That was quite the big difference in color temperature. Tell me what you think between these two. Which would you pick? It's only $2 less, but definitely didn't render the colors as nicely as the Nichia version. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in my next video.